Hey everybody, this is Sonia the RV DJ coming to you today from the campground, and we're going to be installing the WeatherTech neutral mud flaps on the back of the Colorado today. This set is for a 2018 Chevy Colorado without fender flares, so it has to be a work truck LT, cannot be a Z71 or above, because they do come with the fat fender flares on them. So this is for the non-fender flares. So in the package you get your directions. You get a T15 torque screw, which you'll need for installation, Mudflap protective film, and a hex key. And also you get the mud flaps, which are marked left and right hand side, and according to the directions you have to start with the driver's side. So let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we have to take the T15 socket and we have to take out 3 screws. There's 2 here by the tire, and then there's 1 way in the back here. So I'm going to take those off and we'll be right back. Alright, so after you take the screws out of the fender well there, you're going to take your left hand side mud flap and your hex key, and you're going to turn this silver attachment so it is vertical up and down, and you're going to place the mud flap, line it up against the fender well like this, and you're going to turn this so that it is horizontal again. Like that. And then that, so it's tight up against the fender, and you replace your screws and you're done. That's it. And we'll do the same for the other side. Alright, so this is what everything looks like when it's all tightened up. The 3 screws are back where they belong in their stock locations, and the hex key is tightened for the fastener at the top that goes between the fender and the wheel well. So we'll jump off to the other side, and it's the same installation on the right side as it is on the left. This is what it looks like. And then I'll show you a shot when we have them both on. Alright, so the mud flaps are on. This is what it looks like from the underneath. And they are wide. They're a little bit wider than the tires, which is good. And they hang down really low, which is great. So definitely easy. I mean, it will probably take you about 20 minutes per side, I would say. The hardest part is getting the factory screws out of their locations right there and putting them back on. The rest is like 5 minutes and you're done. So now we're going to put the protective film on, which goes right here. And we'll do that next. Alright, so this is the protection film that you put on the body of the truck. 2 little tiny pieces, no longer than I'd say 2 inches, that go right here, from here up to here. And they call this Mudflap protection film. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to clean off, take some soapy solution, clean off the side of the truck. And again, I'm not going to repeat this for both sides, just for the one side. Clean this off, like that. Make sure you get all the dirt and stuff off. And then, I'm going to take the piece off of here, and they say to definitely use a soapy solution. In this case, we're using glass cleaner. And it's very fragile to work with here. This is, make sure you use the left side for the left side, right side for the right side, and just spray both the truck body and the film, the glass cleaner. Somebody in the, just put it up against the body of the truck like that. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but that way you can move it around. That is pretty much it. Wipe it, let it sit and dry. Press it down, make sure there's no air bubbles. Yes, I got the truck wash the other day, but I still drove for 2 days. Still gotta clean it off. And that is pretty much that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the installation of the WeatherTech rear mud flaps, the 2018 Chevy Colorado LT. Again, this is the set for the vehicles that do not have the standard fender flares on them. They do have a separate set for the Z7102s, all the stuff we have. See you in the next one.